fateful smile, a mystic spell. We went on a whirlwind tour, but I wasn't fast enough for her. So we carried on along our way, hunting magic in the everyday. But it didn't really matter anyway, 'cause we had no time to dance. And 20 years is such a long, long time to hide your heart away, to toe the line. So set on something that you missed the signs, it's such a crime. You know it's true when I tell you that I love you, but I don't know what else I can do. Did she say to Michelangelo, 4 years of painting is just too slow? Maybe mastering the art of love was all he was ever dreaming of. So I can write these words for you, if that is really what you need me to. I'd paint your chapel all in blue, if I only had the chance. 20 years is such a long, long time to hide your heart away and to toe the line. So set on something that you miss the signs, it's such a crime. You know it's true when I tell you that I love you, but I don't know what else I can do. Shakes and spies, there's something flickering behind those eyes. A mockingbird singing to the moon, the fish darting in the blue. But the fairy tale ain't always what it seems. Are you free enough to chase your dreams? I'll be looking when the weather turns in the cold mountains of France. And 20 years is such a long, long time to hide your heart away and to toe the line. So set on something that you miss the signs, it's such a crime. You know it's true when I tell you that I love you, but there's nothing else I can do. Okay, thanks Genevieve. It's really nice to be here on the Sunday on the folk show. I'm going to do another song. I wrote this quite a few years ago now. That song I just finished writing this week actually. It's a brand new song. So but this one is called The World Was Spinning Round. I'm far away, I'll sing for you a song. I'll be seeing you when I come back home. We'll be walking up the cobbled streets that lead us to the town where you once said to me the world keeps spinning round. We were standing, and the world was spinning around. Now melodies were everywhere, memories were few. Time will pass us by and soon I'll be with you. But as the days pass by I fear you'll leave without a trace. I lie in bed and I close my eyes, I long to see your face. We were standing, the world was spinning around. There's a place for us, a long, long way from here. The winter days are dragging on, the springtime's drawing near. We'll be walking up the cobble streets that lead us to the town, and I will say to you the world was spinning round. And we were standing, and the world was spinning around. Standing, whoa, standing, and the world was spinning around.
Thank you, Chris. That's splendid. Welcome back.
Hi, Genevieve. Great.
Now, you arrived after I was making a meal of that lovely German word.
Yeah, Sehnsucht. Yeah. I grew up in Germany, so I kind of speak a bit of German, yeah. So I know what it means. So it's kind of like a yearning, a longing, a desire. Sehn it's in Germany they often put the words together. So it's two words. That's why the German words are often very long. It's sehen, to see, and Sucht is to want. I think it means a yearning. It's quite a poetic word, I guess, which is maybe why he used it.
I love it. Thanks so much for coming in and sorting that out. That's brilliant. I'll now write it down phonetically and see if I can say it next time. Anyway.
And if I'm wrong, please don't complain, anyone that's listening. No, I'm joking. No, it is. Yeah.
Nobody complains on this programme, Chris. They're not allowed to. Right. Tell me, what is happening at the moment for you?
Well, yeah, I've had a busy year. I've kind of been gigging a lot. And last week I was in Bosnia and Herzegovina. We did a gig with my friend Robin Nolan, who you met. We played at a gypsy festival in Mostar, which was an amazing experience. And this month I'm now in England and I have a little tour of gigs in Shropshire, Herefordshire, and also one in London. So there's 5 gigs we've put together, but most of them we're doing next Friday in the Herman Chapel in Oswestry. Saturday I'm at the Hive, a solo gig, the Hive in Shrewsbury, and then later in the month I'm at Theatre on the Steps in Bridgnorth, the Wild Hare Club in Hereford, and also the Harrison in London, which is King's Cross, which is a new venue to me, but looks really, really cool. So, yeah.
That is great. It's lovely to have you sort of round the county doing stuff, because you do travel quite a lot, don't you? And get out to some amazing places. Tell me about this link with the gypsy music, gypsy jazz. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, so I do. So I have I have a few loves in life when it comes to music. Basically, anything that's roots music is just, for some reason, I always go back to the beginning of acoustic music. So when it comes to folk, when it comes to music, so I'm into traditional folk music or blues, but not really modern blues. I like old Delta blues and the older stuff. And also with jazz, I'm not really into modern jazz. I like early swing from the 30s. And gypsy jazz is basically that. It's swing music that was first played by Django Reinhardt. Oh, we have a festival next month, Shrewsbury Django Fest. Sorry to mention, forgot to mention that. That's a big one. But yeah, Django Reinhardt, he invented this style of music in the 30s. He was a gypsy living in Paris. So that's what we were doing in Mostar last week. I play with Robin, who plays around the world doing gigs, and he asked me to go with him. So I said, yeah, of course. And it was just incredible to meet the people. We met a guy, Attila, he put us up, and they really looked after us. And yeah, it was incredible, but a lovely gig.
It sounds absolutely magical. And you've got your festival coming up.
As well, yeah, as well as that. So I'm doing a little tour in September, solo gigs. And then in October, I planned on, the reason all the gigs are local is I planned on taking September as a bit of time off. I've actually done about 130 gigs this year so far. I've done a lot of gigs. It's been nuts. And I thought I'll take September off and October. And then 2 months ago, I looked at the diary and thought, September, there's nothing happening, so I'll book a load of local gigs, which I did, and managed to get into Theatre on the Steps and The Hive, because I can promote that myself. And please get tickets if anyone's listening, because we haven't sold. There's still plenty left, basically, because it was all a bit last minute. And yeah, so I looked at September, it was empty, and I kind of did that on purpose because of the Django Fest in October, because that's a lot of work to put together. We have people coming from Holland and Germany, and some students. We actually have a student coming from New Zealand to come and learn. We teach in the day and gig at night, and people. So yeah, a lot going on.
Yeah, there is a lot going on. So you looked at September and thought, oh, I'm going to be bored.
Exactly.
I know, I'll make myself some more work.
Yeah, book a little tour, and that's what I'm doing. So that's why, that's part of the reason I asked a month or so ago to come. So appreciate you saying yes to help spread the word about the gigs,
Absolutely. So do you prefer playing on your own, or is it nice having somebody like Robin to work with?
Both. I love playing on my own. I mean, Robin Nolan, he was one of my favourite guitarists when I was growing up, and I was really lucky to start playing with him. And so I love being with Robin. He's a great guy and great person to be with and spend time with and learn from, really. So I love playing with Robin, but I also love doing my own thing as well, which is why I'm doing it this month. It's the first time since the pandemic I've actually got it together to do a decent little run of gigs on my own, doing my own material. And since it's exciting, I'm writing new stuff. Like the first song I played is a new song. It's the first time it's been heard tonight, so it's a bit daunting, but so it's a debut of the song. Hopefully, I'll listen back and see how it sounds.
Yeah, and as you tour, you'll be tweaking it as well, won't you?
Yeah.
No songs stay the same, do they? You play them once and then you go, oh yeah, and they evolve.
Yeah, absolutely. And the second song I played, I recorded on an album, Across the Divide, which I sent to you 7 years ago and you played, so thanks for that. And that's changed massively. If you heard the original record and how I played it tonight, it's a lot more slower and less kind of bouncy, and it was a bit more kind of chilled tonight in a way, a bit more improvised, which is a bit dangerous on live radio, but
oh, join the club. So what will you be playing in these gigs, Chris? A cross section of what you do? A lot of my own stuff, some traditional folk, a little bit of Delta blues, and that's mainly, I might do one or two gypsy jazz songs or gypsy swing tunes, but it's hard on your own. You need
the whole thing about gypsy jazz is you have the thing called la pompe, the rhythm. It's a French for la pompe, and without that you can't play gypsy jazz. So you need two people really to do it. So I've got a little bit of technology that I bring, and I'll be whipping that out for the gig and doing some live looping just for one tune to show it off. Maybe two. I'll see how I feel. And
to obviously promote your festival, which starts when?
Oh yeah, the fest, Shrewsbury Django Fest. If you can Google it. Oh, we were in The Guardian the other Friday as well. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I got an article, an interview about, they did a feature on what I'm up to, which was pretty cool. On Friday's Guardian, if anyone read it. So if you want to read that article, I'm sure you could Google it. And the festival is the 13th to the 15th of October. And I think they mentioned that, and also my blues guitar retreats that I teach. So that's in November. So. But the fest, Shrewsbury Django Fest, if you Google it, 13th to the 15th of October, you'll find everything you need to know. And some of my favourite guitarists are coming to play. And Remy Harris, he's a local guy, he's playing.
Oh, he's smashing. He's been on this programme. Yeah. And so you can read all about it in The Guardian.
You can, actually. Friday's Guardian. Yeah, and now it's there, so it's really good. They put a photo, and I couldn't believe it when they rang,
National.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Chris, thanks so much for coming in and having a natter. Where can we find out more about you? You've got a website.
Yeah, a website which is chrisquinnmusic.com, or if you Google search Chris Quinn Music, you'll find my Facebook page as well. If you search in Facebook, you won't find it. It's a bit annoying. So you have to search in Google Chris Quinn Music, and you'll find it that way. But Facebook, I often post stuff and also online on my website.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. I'm going to ask you to go back into the legendary middle studio to play another tune for us, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, yeah. I'm going with a lass from Pittenweem. She's every fisher laddie's dream. She guts the herring down by the quay and saves her kisses just for me. Well, last July it came to pass, I met this bonny fisher lass, with her eyes so blue and black her hair. I met her down at the village fair. Pittenweem, Pittenweem. She's every fisher laddie's dream. She guts the herring down by the quay, saves her kisses just for me. So I said to her, can I ask your name? She says, fine, well I know your game. Nevertheless, you're awful kind. In fact, I wouldn't really mind. Pittenweem, Pittenweem. She's every fisher laddie's dream. She guts the herring down by the quay and saves her kisses just for me. So I took her home that Saturday night. The moon was shining oh so bright, and as we lay there on the grass, I said, hey Joe, would you be my lass? Pittenweem, Pittenweem. She's every fisher laddie's dream. She guts the herring down by the quay, saves her kisses just for me. Well, she's my lass now, and well I know she doesn't go with other men, for I was fast whilst they were slow, and that's how I won my Pittenweem Jo. Pittenweem, Pittenweem. She's every fisher laddie's dream. She guts the herring down by the quay and saves her kisses just for me. Pittenweem, Pittenweem. She's every fisher laddie's dream. She guts the herring down by the quay and saves her kisses just for me.